Okay, there we go. So maybe this working better last time. I'll sit there very good. So anyways, I made some of the videos the first time I went to go get Winston. And I don't know, I made a couple actually. I haven't even watched it. And I made one video the day I came back from trying to get everything together to go, for you to go. And I don't know, I thought about doing it last time and I didn't. I don't know why. I should have, because I'm just sitting here and I'm tired and I might as well, I don't know, be talking because, you know, I love the sound of my own voice. But anyways, so two things. So we were talking about our visit, the Dragonfly letter. That's like a whole video on its own. But you'll see. But I think that opened my eyes to something that I really never really saw coming. But anyways, moving on. Oh, it's hot here. Okay. So, we're talking our visit about love. I said in my letters, and love is a fairy tale. It's a hustle. It's Hallmark greeting cards. It's not bullshit, but it is. Because those movies don't happen. Life ain't like that. Life is a lot of little things in between, a bunch of bullshit, and a bunch of baggage. Right? So what I meant is, and something you said that I agree with, quite interesting. It's what you do. It is what you fucking do. If you can't put your fucking shit where your mouth is, you know, then, so my dad told me when I was a little kid, if you don't have your fucking word, you don't have nothing. Nobody believes that shit anymore. I believe it wholeheartedly. I believe a lot of things. But I mean, that's words to die by. If you don't have your word, as a man, as a woman, as whatever, as a human being, you don't have shit. And most people out there don't have shit. And how can they expect to get anything, have anything, love anything, cherish anything, if they're not willing to put their fucking money where their mouth is? And by money, I mean their actions. So that being said, I totally agree with that. I don't know. I had a long relationship. I mean, it felt like 5 minutes. Like 20 years went by, bam. 21 years, bam. And 22, whatever. And all those years weren't good. She was sick. I worked a lot for a good portion of it, trying to make enough money, you know, facilitate everything. Her, me, fucking drug habit, a lot of things. I got sober, she got sober, we weren't sober, we were sober, and we had a pretty heavy relationship sexually, and then we didn't, and then we did, and then we didn't, and then she was sick, and then I willed it to be so that she got better, and she got better, and she got fucking cancer, and then we beat that, and then exactly how she said she would die is how she died. And she said that for years, because she was scared of me. But anyways, through that whole relationship, I've learned a lot of things from when I was a young man, boy, whatever, with an older woman that loved the shit out of me, and that I love back with just as much shit. So I learned to be friends. If you're not friends, it's kind of like you were. If you're not friends with the person you love, person you want to spend your day with. Let's just say that. Let's take the word love out. And let's just call it the person you want to be with. And I don't mean like be with, like I want to fuck them. I mean be with, I want to sit down and watch TV with them. I want to sit and talk with them. I'm going to take a bath while they go to the bathroom. I want to spend every single moment I possibly can with this person because they fit. It matches. You can tell them anything. They can tell you anything. You can tell them their biggest embarrassing bullshit and they won't laugh at you. And they can do the same and you won't laugh at them. Or you'll laugh together at what idiots you are. But it's okay. There was a lot of years in between it. Constantly. That was okay. I was okay with that. It just... After Herman died, it was different. It was different on her side. And then she got older. Drive wasn't the same, but it wasn't the same after he killed himself. She tried. She felt bad. She just went along. And I knew, and I wasn't having that. Because I do wholeheartedly believe in something else we talked about, which is if you're gonna buy in sexually, you've got to be all in. Because kind of like your word, and kind of like you have to be friends, balls to the bone. If you don't have feeling, then what the fuck is the point? And I can honestly, by sharing some deep soul searching shit here, so I can tell you, ever since Peg gone, obviously I haven't been with anyone else. And yeah, I've tried on my own. What that means, obviously. And it's very anticlimactic. It's very unsatisfying. Because there's nothing in it. There's nothing there. I remember there used to be so much there. There used to be so much there. And now there's fucking nothing. And I can, I'm not without my fucking options. I mean, if I wanted to get laid, I could go get laid. I'm sure I could. I don't want to just go get laid. Fuck that. I mean, seriously, fuck that. I'd rather be alone forever than just have some empty interaction with some fucking whoever. And even if it was somebody I kind of was whatever, even attracted to. Let's just say attracted to. Not anything else, just lust. It's not enough. It's not fucking enough. I mean, I've seen the other side. I've glimpsed the promised land in a way. And I won't settle for anything less than that. Because it will be empty and unfulfilling. It'll be the exact opposite of what it's supposed to be. Which is supposed to feel good. Mutually. And isn't that a perfect world? But I can attest that you can have that. I'm not some kind of fucking player or anything like that, but I've had a few relationships that had feeling. One of them that lasted until death do us part. And motherfucker, you can have that. I will swear on a stack of Bibles, and as God is my witness, and strike me down if I am lying or wrong. You can have all that. You just gotta have all those things that I was talking about. You gotta have your fucking word. Right? You gotta be friends. Because if you ain't friends, what are you gonna talk about when the heat wears out? When the lust goes away. And everybody knows that shit. Everybody knows, she doesn't blow me after we got married. or she doesn't want to fuck after this, or he doesn't, he goes on to whatever. It doesn't matter who you want to blame or what kind of fucking card you want to play. Like, it's he, she said, it's my fault, who cares? Something fundamentally was missing. Right? I mean, make the connections. If you just met in a bar and you fucked because you thought the other one was hot, okay, that's fine. And then, all of a sudden, little fucking Johnny, or little Joey, or little Becky, or fucking whatever, insert name here, all of a sudden, I guess we're in love. Come on. And I can be an asshole about that, because I, the selfish prick that I am, I did not want children. Or I didn't want children outside of this ridiculousness that I'm talking about. So guess what? John doesn't have kids. He's 40 fucking years old and doesn't have any children. No whoopsies. No, I didn't wear a rubber. No, I forgot I came inside you. Or did I? Come on. Have some accountability. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I mean, hopefully it's bigger than that. Dude. So all jokes aside, though. So if you're not friends, what are you gonna do what are you gonna do when she gets fucking so sick and so fucked up that it's just not gonna happen? I mean, you're gonna hurt her, or she's gonna physically fucking get ill. Like ill, have to go to the hospital, like ill. Like, you're gonna have to clean up a big fucking mess, and you're gonna feel like the biggest piece of shit in the world unless you've gotten hard. Okay? So what's gonna happen? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Oh, you're gonna go fuck a waitress, you're gonna go fuck some bitch you work with, you're gonna just find some fucking skanky fucking cunt. Sorry. But I think the description is fitting. When the punky bitch fucking dude who has a family and has a wife and has somebody he says he loves. So we're using that word love again, but we'll just call it someone you want to be with. So that person you want to be with, oh wow, all of a sudden their cards, they don't have those couple cards. Then what? Are you down? I mean, because you were down to fuck, and you were down to all this other shit. Were you down to know who that person was? Because if you weren't, then you fucked up. You fucked up in the worst way, because they got like fucking dick pills and dick pumps, and they got fucking estrogen, and they got all the science can give us to make sure that we can stay amply fucking hard and fucking ready and wet all the way into our fucking Geritol years, or what the fuck ever. There's gonna be a point where you're gonna be sitting with that other person, or there should be, because my parents taught me, my mommy and daddy taught me that you spend your life with that person you pick because you love them, and you're using that word loving it, aren't you? Because you want to be with them. If you want to be with somebody, it's a fucking, you gotta be down. And to be down, you gotta like that person. So you know how you can like your parents, but you can love your parents, but not like them. Like, there's been moments in my life with my mother and my father that I love them. They're my parents. They gave me everything to make me the human being I am. And I feel most days I'm a fairly okay person. I say okay because, I am far from perfect. But there's been times that I've loved them and I haven't really liked them. Right? I had to kick my mom out of my own house once because of, in my opinion, things that I set forth. Maybe I could have done a better job. Maybe they could have too. Maybe she could have. Maybe her husband could have. I don't know. That's something in my life that I got to deal with. I got to fix. I got to reconcile. My dad was the same way. He preached a lot of stuff, and then, we need to come through. He didn't. And then I was like, whatever, I'll figure it out. I'm a grown man. I shouldn't have depended on you. Like you said that I should be able to depend on my family. And, did he mean it? I don't know. And I tried to reach out to him one more time, and then he fucking died. And I'm glad I tried to reach out that last time, because I would probably feel hella guilty if I didn't. I do feel somewhat like there's a little bit of something there, but not enough for it to be an issue. I tried. And maybe I could have tried harder, maybe he could have tried harder. But anyways, that's off point. So what they taught me is when you're in that thing, when you want to be with somebody, you're all in. And you gotta be bros, you gotta be friends, you have shit to talk about. I don't know. Their marriage didn't last in the end because my mom was a follower and my dad was a control freak. That's why. I know, I can see that now. And I'm grown up enough now to realize I'm the same control freak my father was. But I try to keep that in check, and I kept it in check for a lot of years with my wife, with Peg. I think I'm still talking to you, but I'm kind of soapboxing a little too. Maybe somebody will want to watch this video, maybe. Because I do love to hear myself talk about it. But the things I learned anyways, to get back on that, you gotta be friends. That's a given. I mean, someone tell me, anyone tell me, you tell me, how can you not be friends and be lovers and be companions and be together if you can't sit and listen to each other's bullshit and not have to feign interest? If you gotta feign interest, you're not interested. If you're not interested, then you don't want to be with that person right then. All in, right? That's what he said. He said all in. So you gotta be friends. You gotta keep your fucking word. Because you ain't nothing. And you ain't no friend to anyone if you don't keep your word. You gotta be selfless too. And I mean like selfless, like, here's my fucking half a roast beef sandwich. Okay, I didn't like how things worked out today when all that went down, obviously. Because I didn't think it was her fault. She did, I guess. I don't know. She couldn't deal with it, and I knew it then, and we talked about it. It's not like she didn't try, and we tried to yada, yada, yada. And then, things rolled fast. But, I mean, there was probably a couple of years. I wasn't counting. It went by. That, we didn't. It wasn't okay. I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, being totally fucking forthright, it wasn't completely okay. She was my fucking friend. She was my friend. And I also vowed, death do us part, through sickness and health, good times and the bad. And I don't know how many of you, I'm soapboxing, I don't know how many years y'all lived, mainly talking to you kiddies. If you think you know what I'm talking about, you have no fucking idea. So, it wasn't okay, but it was okay. Because I gave my word. And you ain't shit without your fucking word. People give their word and say I do nowadays. And it's wishy-washy as shit. They might as well not even get they might as well not even do it. Why don't you just fucking, live at your mommy and daddy's garage. Sorry, man. Let's just use this is an example, but I actually know somebody that actually is doing that. But he's a good guy. He's my friend. But, anyways. So you're not friends. You're not interested in what the person has to say. and you're annoyed by them, and they spend too much money, and they don't fuck you enough, and they do this and they do that, and then, oh, well, we got married, but that doesn't mean anything. We can just undo that. That's also something else I was taught, that you can't undo that. And it wasn't God's law. I was taught. I was taught God's law. I was raised Catholic. I know it's a mortal sin in their doctrine. It's okay to have, 6 wives and some other doctrines, but that's my point. I was taught that when you give your word, when you give everything, so when you want to be with somebody, you choose to give your word that they're the only person for you. And that's a free choice. Just like leaving is a free choice. Not afterwards. I don't really like what you have to say. You don't interest me very much. You're kind of dumb. Or I'm kind of dumb. Or you got highfalutin friends. Or I got low-life friends. And we don't mesh. You don't give your word. That's really simple. How many kids are raised without both parents anymore anyways? You can't even use that as an excuse anymore. People, we did it for the kids. Yeah, so you want to fuck the kids up and then go ahead and do it anyways, or fuck around on each other, and the kids have multiple mommies, daddies, and fucking, Uncle fucking Tom that comes over when the daddy's not there. Yeah, that's better. Remember when you were a kid and you rip the Band-Aid off? You rip it off slow, you rip it off fast because it hurt, but it was gone fairly quickly. That would be another thing that is totally miscommunicated nowadays. Life hurts. Pretty much most of it does. And I don't mean physically or emotionally, I mean both. I mean all of it. The good things in life are the little things in between that happen between all the pain. It ain't perfect. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna suck. You're gonna cry. You're gonna want to eat a bullet. Maybe some of you will. Soapboxing again. Maybe. Or maybe you'll live through it. I'm living through it. I was married to the person that I gave my everything to. You know that. And now that's all gone. But at least I had a shot. At least I didn't break my word. I did what I said. And I'm working on making good on everything I said. But it's been hard. It's been hard. But anyways, summing up the soapboxing into my original reason for this video. Love is following through on what you say. Putting money where your mouth is. But it's also not so fanciful like a movie and starry-eyed. It's not getting what you want sometimes, but being okay with it because everything else is enough to fill you up. It's like Peg once asked me after we hadn't had sex for a long time. She's like, well, if you want to go find someone else for that, you could. And she's like, I wouldn't be mad. She's like, well, no, it would break my heart. She said, but I'm not fulfilling that for you. So if that needs to be fulfilled for you, then do it. And my first instant reaction to that was, fuck you. Are you kidding me? Really? If I can't get it from you, then I guess I just don't get it. That was my choice. But my choice was, I don't know. I don't think there's even a thought there. I'm sure lots of dudes in their shittiness with their fucking bullshit would be like, well, yeah, well, it was her fault because she's paralyzed. So she couldn't feel it anymore. So I had to go outside the marriage for that. You're a fucking piece of shit. I'm not pulling any punches. That person is a complete piece of shit. You never loved the person in the first place. You were pretending, and then once you saw you're out, once you saw your fucking pass, isn't that the name of the movie? I don't know, I didn't watch it. The idea of it just made me fucking want to beat on something. So the idea that it's just okay, well, like if you're in an open relationship with somebody or that's your thing, well, then it's obviously set, in the rules of your relationship that, you're not bound to each other by your word, and you're not wanting to really be with each other. I mean, I'm sorry, but if you're wanting to fuck multiple people, then you're just wanting to be with multiple people. And hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that you can't do that. I'm just saying you can't opt in and then opt out. No. God, my mind is a fucking mess. I'm just jumping around. It's like I'm thinking of everything all the time. So, when she said that to me, I said, that's fucking ridiculous. No, I would never do that. I would never, ever do that. If I felt like that, I would leave you, is what I told her. And she's like, do you ever feel like that? No. Because have I ever left you? I mean, have I ever told you, hey, I'm not feeling it, or whatever. And that's the one thing I think she had a hard time with me, because I'm very cut and dry. You ask anybody that knows me, there's not very many people that know me that good, but you ask anybody who knows me to a point, and they're gonna say, well, man, he's like cold, or he's the nicest fucking person you've ever met. I mean, it's either 10,000% go, or on the couch at home with the fucking blinds drawn. Okay? So, if I all of a sudden decided that was a huge issue for me that I couldn't deal with, I would have left. I would have left my marriage, her, everything. But that's not what I bought into. I didn't buy into till death do us part, good and bad, unless all of a sudden your fucking quasi-ex-husband kills himself, and then you blame yourself for it, and see his fucking ghost and all this horrible shit, and then go through all kinds of changes. You try to commit suicide because of it. And then all of a sudden, it's kind of not the same when we fuck, because you're thinking about that. So, yeah, really sorry. I loved you until, that happened. It's unconditional. It's unfucking conditional. That's what I meant by you need to be selfless. Because nobody knows what unconditional means anymore. It means without condition. So it means I love you. It means I love you with all your flaws, all your quirky traits, your good smells, your bad smells. I love you when you're an asshole. I love you when you hate me. I love you when you want to leave me. I love you after you're gone. Selfless, unconditional. No conditions. You don't need to love me back. Now that's not fair. And I like fair. I'm a big fair guy. I like things to be balanced. So I don't like one side of anything either way usually, because it's not fair. It's not fair to treat somebody differently, but it's not fair to give somebody so much advantage that they get treated differently. You see the juxtaposition there, or the simile. You can't trade like that. It doesn't work that way. It's got to be fair. Fair is fair. Everybody knows what fair is. You don't got to get taught that in school. When somebody takes your fucking toy away in the sandbox, or whatever, the ball box, or the iPod box, or the fucking iPhone box now. When somebody grabs your phone away, and it's not fair. He has 2 and I have 1, or I have 9, or he has 3 and we have 9. It's not fair. It's just not fair. It's real simple. So, that kind of unconditional feeling sometimes isn't fair. But that's what you signed on for. Because it's unconditional. It's unfucking conditional. You can't all of a sudden, in the 9th inning, the 10th inning, when everything's gone to shit, you can't all of a sudden say, whoa. I thought you were gonna keep sucking my dick and all this cool shit. I didn't know you were gonna get so sick that you weren't gonna be able to make it to the bathroom without me fucking being able to talk you into breathing. Yeah, so that, oh man, bye. But if I would have felt like that I didn't love her, I would have told her. Because that, my friend, is the most fair thing. Because dragging it around and not saying anything isn't fair to you. It's not fair to them. Now, I'm lucky I didn't have a problem. Because I don't do things that I will not follow through on like that. I mean, there's been appointments, and there's been people, and there's been things. Like I said, I'm far from people. But things that are important, you don't swear to God. You don't swear to God. And everything is holy to you. And then break your word. You don't vow to do something and then break your word. You just don't. You follow through. Even if it's the hardest, most painful, bloody nightmare of an existence, you do it. You do it. You follow through. And not because you said so. I mean, that can get mixed up in a mixed message the way I say it. Because the way I think and the way that kind of comes out, it's like, well, you just got to keep your word. You just got to do what you say. No, you got to mean it. You got to fucking mean it. So when you give your word, well, you mean it. So when you say you want to be with somebody forever, or until they die, or even when you're ugly, and even when you're fat, and even when you don't fuck me, and even when you whatever, it doesn't matter. Because you chose to be with that person. I don't know. This is getting muddled. So, and I've gone off on a tangent, like around and around we go. But, anyways, I'm making another video. I'm going to tell you the rest of that story too. The one about how we met. Me and Peg. And then how I met her. But we'll do that in another video. So love is friendship, your word, and the little good things in between a lot of shit. It's being pros. And it's being down. It's just being down. It's like, I don't know. There's a lot of things in there. Love is a lot of things. Love can be great sex, love making, fucking, whatever. There's differences, right? It can be companionship. It can be friendship. It can be devotion. It can be a lot of things. And all of them. But you sure as fuck can't have any of them if you're not all in, and you're not all in for the right reason. The right reason being you want to be, that you choose to be, that you're free to go at any time and say, hey, fuck you. But you don't. You don't, because you know when you make that choice, you know that you don't feel that way. And if you don't know how you feel, then you shouldn't be making decisions about your fucking feelings. This world is full of fucking feelings now. Sorry, but I'm not sorry. Everybody's got feelings, but they don't even know what they are. Nobody knows what being fucking straight up is. Nobody knows how to keep their fucking word. Nobody knows, they think fucking is activity that, you know, it's like going to the pool, I don't know, and, you know, you don't need to know the person, you just be down to fuck, well, whatever. I don't even really care. I've been out of that game for fucking 23 fucking years, and I am not getting back into it. Fuck that. Like I said, the more I become me, the more I, I'm tired. The more I realize who I am, you know, because I got lost in the shuffle there a little bit. But the more I realize who I am, I'm me, and I don't need anybody else. And I really, most days, except for a few people in my life that I call true friends, you know who you are. I don't want to do the work. I wanted to do the work before with paid, and it's like I did that work. I mean, I'm not saying that something won't come about in relationships and stuff like that, but yeah, I mean, am I looking for anything? Fuck no. No. In fact, I cross the street to avoid interactions, and not because I'm scared. It's not because I'm sad. It isn't because any other reason. I'm not down. I'm not down. I'm not down to get to know you. I'm not down to anything. Yeah, I'm just not. I've chosen a few people, you being one of them, that I'm down to fucking be honest with and go there as far as with all my bullshit. That not meaning anything. I mean, I'm down. You know, I'm gonna do what I say, and I'm gonna do it because I said I would do it. But no, I said I would do it because I meant it. Where do you get that two things? I said it and I meant it, and I'm gonna do it. And there's really only a few variances or contingencies that would put that in peril. And that all hinges on you. Because I'll be your friend forever. I could be more or less. It's up to you. If you burn me, it's like I told you a long time ago. If I get burned, I can shut it off. That's one thing Peg, I think she had a real problem with me. I was real hot and cold. And real hot and cold. So when she asked me that, I'm like, I'd fucking leave. You know, if I felt like that. I mean, I would leave. I would just leave. Yeah, you looked hard, dude. Anyways. And I think she had a real problem with me being so decisive. Because it's that simple to me. It really is. It's extremely simple. It's kindergarten. You're either in or you're out. And if you're in, well, that's obvious because you're here. Or you're there. You know what I mean? You're present. If you're not present, then you're not in. So, I'm not in. It's a mutual thing, right? I mean, you can't be lovers with somebody who doesn't want to be lovers with you, and you can't be friends with somebody who doesn't want to be your friend. And you can't, it's like you can't, make your mom be your mom. She's got to be all in to be a real mom. Or, whatever. I don't know. My point is all those points. Okay, I meandered long enough. Hey.